In light of my Ice Spikes biome episode just around the corner, I decided to make a custom polar bear. LEGO introduced their own version of the polar bear in the Polar Igloo set a number of years back. It's a perfectly fine looking polar bear, but I do believe that the play feature that allows it to raise up on its hind legs detracts from its appearance considerably. So I decided to make a new version that's completely tiled off, and it omits that play feature to instead have a much more polished look all the way around. Interested in making one of these for yourself? Well, let's take a closer look. For this model, I've teamed up with Ralph of Ralph's Bricks, who will be selling all the parts you'll need as a set on his Bricklink store. I have a link down below where you can get that all in one nice and easy place. If you're looking to make this out of parts from your own collection, this is what you'll need. This, of course, is that polar bear headpiece, which is exclusive to that one set. Definitely going to be the hardest piece to get out of the bunch. The rest are currently available LEGO elements. If you can, I'd recommend substituting this particular bar clip piece here for white if you have it. Otherwise, it's mostly covered up. You can only see the gray on the underside, so it's not a huge deal. I do not have one in white, so I'll be using this light gray one. These are just standard snot bricks with just one stud on one side. These both here are inverted tiles, so the other side is completely flat. Everything else here is pretty standard, so we'll get started. We'll start with the front half of the bear, as this conveniently divides in half. So these are the pieces you'll need specifically for that. We'll take this, which is meant to represent the legs, put those two black tiles on that. On top of that, the jumpers. I know we're building upside down here. Yeah, bear with me. Bear with me. We're making a bear. So funny. Anyway, the 1x1s with the studs on the side. On top of that, you'll place this with the clip facing backwards. And then you'll put this with the clip facing forwards there. Grab this bar converty thingy. I gotta figure out the real name for that. If you have this in white, that's fantastic too. Up next, grab the polar bear head. Place one of the 1x2 tiles there. Then you're gonna set the head on top of that. To get that to hold in place, take the inverted 2x2 tile, trying to find the injection site there, because we'll want that facing back. 1x2 tile on that, and then you'll lock that into place like that. So it's actually held in there by gravity for the most part. This isn't connected by any studs. It's held in place at the bottom by that, top on that. And then to cover up everything else, we're just gonna put down these 2x2 tiles, which will very neatly square off everything. I promise the back half of the bear is much more straightforward. So take the remaining pieces, start out with this 2x3, put the 3x3 on top. Then that inverted tile can go here to smooth out the underside even as best we can, because why not? Take the two 1x2 bricks, I'm gonna place them there. 1x1 round plates are gonna go there for our feet, our claws, and then we'll finish off the feet there with the 1x1 plates in the back. So on top here, you'll place the 1x2 plate, our clip element right there. Then you're gonna put this 1x1 dots tile there, which will kind of end up looking like a tail, just a small bit of texture on the back. The 1x3 bricks can go on either side. We'll put the 1x1 right there, 1x3 tile on the front, 1x1 plate right there on the underside to fill in that gap. You can also put a 1x2 plate there. I'm not sure why I don't have that. Either works. And then you'll see that the bear will just clip together just like that. Ta-da, you have a polar bear. If we compare that to the original, the size is actually nearly identical, but we're talking a lot more accurate proportions. It narrows down, in my opinion, just a lot, in a much more satisfying way. And of course, it's all tiled off. You do lose this functionality, but the point here is to make this look as game accurate as possible. If you want the functional bear, I'd recommend just getting some tiles to put on top of this one and calling it good. Maybe picking up one of these In white, I think that probably costs like $10, but it could be worth it to retain the functionality. But this, look, you get the tail, you get this, which is really satisfying in my opinion. And your bear can talk now. Look at that. How fantastic is this? Definitely would recommend getting this piece in white, but I mean, you could like hold a fish or something. It looks really stupid. I'd recommend keeping it up there at all times, but it is an option. The modifications for the baby bear are super simple. I just tiled that off. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're able to use this in your own builds. I'll be using this build in my upcoming Ice Bikes episode, which I'm really excited about. I really love what they did for the custom polar bear head. It was difficult to work with in this case, but it's Lego. Anything is possible, and that's what I love about it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great life. I'll see you next time.